valleys.
Let us continue the search, but be wary. More than one ranger has been lost in these wild lands.
Foul creatures! The power of the Eldar!
To face me! To face a dwarf.
Death take you all!
I need help! To my side! I need a little help!
I need your aid!
Dad, now!
Greetings, my friends. I could scarce believe what I saw from above. But elf, dwarf, and man battling the enemy together, such things are not often seen. I knew it had to be you.
Is that you, Belaram? I never thought we'd meet again so soon.
Nor did I. It does seem a strange coincidence, but a happy one, nonetheless.
I knew these moors were dangerous, but we've encountered more enemies than I expected. Is there something stirring we should know about?
Indeed there is. The orcs and trolls of the Etten Moors are gathering to follow in the wake of Bar-Grisar, a corrupt stone giant. The foul folk respect his strength, and they will follow him for plunder and the chance to do evil. The giant must be stopped before he can bring this army to bear against our friends and allies.
Gandalf the Grey traveled here some weeks ago, and he passed through unhindered. Yet now the hills and vales are alive with enemies. Is it always so?
These moors are always dangerous, a breeding ground for trolls and orcs. But even here, it is unusual to see so many enemies openly assembling. The presence of Bar-Grisar makes them bold. They believe he will lead them to the bloodshed and plunder they crave. And it may well be, unless the giant is destroyed.
Could it be we will have more giants to contend with other than Bar-Grisar?
I do not believe so, for we have learned Bar-Grisar is an outcast among his own kind. They disowned him for past crimes, and will offer him no protection from our vengeance.
Do you and your kin make your home in the Etten Moors?
No, we keep our areas atop the high peaks of the nearby Misty Mountains. We have come to the Etten Moors in pursuit of Bar-Grisar.
A threat to the Eagles is a threat to us all. Let us join with you in the hunt for this giant.
Your aid would be most welcome. Together we may be able to best him. Every hour he lives, his following grows greater. Let us press on!
stomach to face me!
Feel my wrath and despair!
He's a ranger now! See if you can take me! Fight me if you dare!
Just take you all!
Their archers have the high ground.
Face a ranger now!
You cannot endure this light!
A hidden Dunedain cache. We must find a way past this gate. The gate close behind us.
It's time to put an end to you!
What's that moving in the trees?
We must work together to overcome these odds. Our path is now clear. Ugh, the stench here is difficult to endure. Surely this is a troll's lair.
Eridan, it is good to see you safely return to Imladris and seemingly untouched in battle. Such is the valor of the Dunedain.
I am pleased to be back. I have brought you the items you requested from the Ettenmoors.
Thank you. You have brought these in good time, for we have made barely enough Miravor for present need, and now there is none to spare. With these supplies, I can replace what has been given away. And as I promised, I have kept aside a flask for you. Miravor is potent. Thus, I would advise you to keep this against a time when you're sorely hurt, and your strength of will falters. Drink of it then, and you will be restored.
Thank you, Lady Arwen. When such a time comes, I will remember your generosity. Is there something amiss, Lady Arwen? It would seem that something troubles you. Is there a way I may help?
You have done much already, but I will lay my problem before you. For many years, I have worked secretly upon a banner for Estelle, for Aragorn. It is my hope he will bear it triumphantly into Gondor, and the time is right for him to reclaim his heritage. This must be a banner like no other, and must endure for the ages. To that end, I am using the most precious of metals, mithril. Our most skilled smith, Angmir, has drawn mithril into thread for me. The embroidery is nearly done, but as careful as I have been, I fear what I have may not be enough to complete the design.
But mithril can only be found in the mines of Moria, a distant and perilous place by all accounts. Unless you know of anywhere else we might find it.
It is true. There is nowhere in Middle-earth where mithril might still be mined other than Moria. Yet in ages past, quantities of this precious metal made their way by trade and gift to many other places in the world.
Yes. If the stories are true, the guardsmen of the Citadel in distant Minas Tirith wear helms of mithril.
Still, it seems there is little hope that more mithril can be found in so short a time. What exists in the world is likely considered too precious to part with.
Tell me about this banner. Why is it so important to you?
It bears the symbols of Elendil, from whom Aragorn is descended. I have embroidered upon black cloth the high crown of the kings of Numenor, and 7 stars in which I have set brilliant jewels. Below them is the White Tree of Gondor, the symbol of Aragorn's claim to the throne of that realm and all the lands of the Dunedain. With this banner go all my hopes. My hope for Estelle to help overthrow the enemy and become king, and for our long pledge of love to be fulfilled. Either our hope will come, or all hope will be lost. These things I have pondered during the many hours I have labored over this banner. There is hope in every thread, and no few tears as well.
Is there nothing you could use besides mithril?
I have used mithril and gold, the 2 most precious of metals. Only mithril, or true silver as it is known, shines like the finest silver, but will never tarnish. It can be worked as fine as thread, and yet remains stronger than steel. And it is the traditional metal of the kings of the West. Nothing but mithril can serve my needs.
It seems my fate to travel far and frequently, and what cannot be obtained in peace may sometimes be seized as spoils of war. For the sake of my captain and future king, any mithril I find shall be yours.
That is a noble offer. I would not ask you to go into such danger for this alone, for it may yet prove that I already have all that I require. Still, it would ease my mind, and I would see that you were well rewarded for your courage and generosity. May Elbereth watch over you and keep you safe.
Hello again. What can I help you with?
cave stinks of troll.
These caves make me long for the open air.
Let's see if you can take me! Orcs! Fight me if you dare! Watch out for the troll!
At last, I see sunlight ahead.
Watch your stones. The big one looks dangerous. Kill the intruders!
That's my way.
Nothing to face me!
Feel my wrath and despair!
Not ready yet. That one has mastered sorcery.
Take refuge here. I will shield us from their arrows and bolts. Another troll! Another troll!
That must wait. Not yet. Looks like another ranger has hidden some supplies here.
Ah, it's good to see you again. Have you had any luck procuring the gemstones we spoke of?
I was able to find everything you asked for.
Excellent, but we must be assured of their quality. Take them to the dwarf, Glowin. His skill at appraising gemstones is unequaled.
Very well. I will return soon.
Ah, it's good to see you again. Have you had any luck procuring the gemstones we spoke of?
I was able to find everything you asked for.
Excellent, but we must be assured of their quality. Take them to the dwarf, Glowin. His skill at appraising gemstones is unequaled.
Good to see you again, Eridan. What can I do for you?
I've collected these gemstones for the smith Angmir. But if he is to make use of them, they must be of the highest quality. He would like your appraisal.
My pleasure. I always enjoy handling fine gems. Oh, yes. These are excellent stones. See here, the depth of color. The way they seem to shine with an inner light. In fact, I've a fancy to buy them from you. I never tire of collecting such stones, and I've plenty of coin in my purse. How's the weight of your own purse these days? There's something to be said for the clink of coins and a full purse. I'm sure Angmir will understand. Well, goodbye and good luck.
Hello again. What can I help you with?
Those who venture into the wild must be well prepared. Examine the goods Imladris has to offer. Those who venture into the wild must be well prepared. Examine the goods Imladris has to offer.
Hello again. What can I help you with?
Ambush!
It is finished! My people are avenged.
And behold, here come your kin.
My lord.
It would appear that you have done our work for us, Belaram.
Not I, Lord Gwaihir. Your thanks belong to these three. Andriel, Farin, and Aradan. It is they who rid us of Bagrisar.
The same three that saved you at Fornost.
Indeed. A remarkable chance that we should meet again.
If chance it was, your fates seem strangely intertwined. But be that as it may, we are doubly grateful to you. First for saving the life of Belaram, and now for slaying the giant.
We are happy to have been of service, but we are seeking a servant of the Dark Lord, a man called Agandaur. Have you any word of him?
Belaram has told us of that one, but we do not know where he can be found.
Elrond half-Elven suspected the enemy might be gathering here. It was he who sent us to investigate.
I will not question the wisdom of Master Elrond. He sees much that is hidden from others. Yet I fear you have come too late to find Agandaur. We have searched the Ettenmoors thoroughly in our hunt for Bargazar, yet we have seen no sign of this servant of the Dark Lord. If he was here, we can be reasonably certain he is here no longer. My people will work to disperse the enemy forces that remain in the moors. We will be on guard against the return of Agandaur.
Then we'd best head back to Rivendell. Elrond will be wondering about us. We've already been gone too long.
I will arrange for a messenger.
My lord, I owe my life to these three. And I too believe Agandaur to be a grave threat to the free peoples of the North. Eagles no less so than any other. If you would grant me leave, I wish to accompany them and aid them in their quest.
You ask a great deal, Belaram. I may have need for all my followers soon. Yet I perceive a great destiny awaits these three, and it seems you are now part of it. Very well. I will grant you permission to join with them for as long as you see fit.
Unless Belaram plans to carry his friends like sheep in his talons, he will need help. If it pleases you, my lord, I will gladly accompany them as well.
I too have a stake in this quest. Let me be the third.
So be it. Three who cleave the air to match three who walk the earth. May fortune favor you all. Armanel, Baranthor, you shall be at Belaram's command. Obey his word until such time as you return to us. Now I must depart. Many forces are at work across Middle-earth, and many events take shape. I must consider what part the Eagles will play in them.
We are grateful for your aid, Lord Gwaihir, and your trust. Farewell.
You return at last. We grew concerned for you. I fear you have missed your chance to say farewell to the members of the Fellowship, for they have departed. Clearly you found danger in the Ettenmoors, yet you have returned safely, and in the company of three of the Great Eagles, no less. There is a story behind this, and I am eager to hear it.
The Fellowship has begun their journey? How long have they been gone?
They have only just departed. Did you discover something in the Ettenmoors that makes you fear for their safety?
We found trolls and orcs preparing for war, just as we feared. And they were led by a renegade stone giant.
He made war on the Great Eagles.
But with the Eagle Balaram's help, we managed to put an end to him.
That was well done, but this is troubling. Why would a stone giant act in this manner? They have never been hostile to free folk before.
We found these tokens on some of the slain.
Some of them bear the black raven emblem of Agandar.
Then we can be certain he is behind the giant's descent into evil. But there are also other tokens here I recognize. These are the marks of the orcs of Mount Gundabad, far to the north.
What can you tell us of Mount Gundabad?
It is a great peak that stands far to the north, at the meeting point of the Misty Mountains and the Grey Mountains. Once, Gundabad was a delving of the dwarves, but it was abandoned long ago. It has since become a stronghold of the orcs. It would be hard-pressed to find a more dangerous location in all the north.
Could Agandaur be a threat to the Ring-Bearer and his mission?
Perhaps, but the Company of the Ring is bound southward, away from the regions where we believe Agandaur to be. We can hope that he has no thought for the Ring. Indeed, I doubt he even knows of it.
Why would Agandaur not know of the Ring? He is an important servant of the Dark Lord.
Do not forget, for all his power, Agandaur is a mortal man. As bound as he is to the Dark Lord, he is not a slave to his will, as are the Ringwraiths. Were Agandaur to discover the Ring, he would certainly be tempted to claim it as his own. I doubt Sauron would take such a risk.
If the orcs of Mount Gundabad are serving Agandaur, perhaps we can find him there.
It may well be. From Mount Gundabad, the orcs have many tunnels and secret pathways connecting the hidden mines and orc holds of the Misty Mountains. The orcs can move along those routes in great numbers without being seen. If Agandaur is raising an army to fight for his master in the north, it is certain he will have traveled to Gundabad. The evidence you have uncovered confirms this to be so. Yet we have no way of knowing if he is there still.
Maybe not, but it's not like we have many more choices, other than to sit waiting for Agandaur to strike first.
To walk into such an orc-infested pit as Mount Gundabad would seem like folly. But you have proven your skill and daring many times over. And too, you have the eagles to aid you. It may be that you will find a way to take the enemy by surprise. It is certain that, were you to destroy Agandaur, you would cut the heart from Sauron's plan to make war in the north.
But what of Frodo and his quest? Is there nothing more we can do to assist him?
That die is cast. We must abide the consequences, for good or ill. There is nothing more we here can do but to look to our own defense.
And the best way to do that is by ridding ourselves of Agandaur. We travel to Mount Gundabad.
Your courage is commendable, but be certain you are well prepared. Mount Gundabad will not be forgiving of the unwary. Farewell, and may the stars shine upon your path.
Hello again. What can I help you with? It is a fine day for flying, don't you think?
Are you kin to Balaram?
No, but he has always guided me. Balaram taught me tricks of the air and secrets of the wind. We often hunt together. He's shown me the fine art of snatching a wild sheep from the side of a mountain, and how to dive upon a wolf and pluck hairs from its tail. Wherever Balaram leads, I will follow.
Great eagles were not meant to carry burdens, Baranthor. I would not have you continue to carry us against your will.
I am more than willing. I had long begged the Windlord for a chance to prove myself. I don't fear orc, goblin, or troll. Let's return to the air and put fear into the hearts of our enemies. It is a grand adventure.
Are you one of the eagles who helped Bilbo Baggins in his quest?
I haven't met Bilbo, though I've heard much about him. My father was one of those who carried a dwarf, and later fought in the Battle of 5 Armies. I was considered too young and inexperienced to take part in the battle. I have much to do if I'm to match my father's fame and valor.
What do you know of Mount Gundabad?
I've never been there, but I know it's a high peak that lies far to the north, on the edge of the frozen wastes, and that it has long been infested with orcs. We do not nest there. When the north wind blows across the wastes, it racks the mountain with blizzards, driven by fierce gales. But I will not be daunted by the north wind.
I am grateful to you, Dunedain. Even our high areas were threatened by the giant Baghrasar. You have my thanks.
What can you tell me of your leader, Gwaihir?
Gwaihir is the Lord of the Eagles. He can outfly the north wind, and his word is law. Long ages of the world have passed since ancient Thorondor, first and greatest of Eagle Lords, soared over Middle-earth. But Gwaihir is the mightiest descendant of that line. He is wise and sees much that others miss.
Flying upon an eagle's back is a rare privilege. I wonder why it is you volunteered for this task.
It was enough for me that Balaram wished to join you. But there is also this. One of the eagles the stone giant slew was my own father. You avenged him, and for that act alone I would bear any of you to the farthest ends of Middle-earth. And though Baghrasar is gone, I still burn with the need for vengeance against the master that sent him against us, Agendar. Your enemy is my enemy. I will not rest until he is brought down.
Were you one of the eagles that took part in the Battle of 5 Armies?
So I was. When the Allied armies found themselves set upon by goblins who had stealthily scaled the mountain slopes, I was among those who set upon the enemy and cast them from the cliffs to perish.
Are you ready for a long flight to Mount Gundabad?
We are strong and rested. Balaram awaits you whenever you wish to depart. He is our leader in this venture.
Those who venture into the wild must be well prepared. Examine the goods Imladris has to offer. Those who venture into the wild must be well prepared. Examine the goods Imladris has to offer.
Oh, hello again. Don't mind me. Speaking with you got me dreaming of the old days. Dwarves, elves, and men fighting against orcs and goblins. Those were glorious times.
What could have been important enough to bring you all the way from your distant home?
I came at the bidding of my lord, King Dane. My son Gimli and a few companions came with me. For all paths grow dangerous under the spread of the shadow. With the enemy seeking news of Bilbo, Dane thought we should come to Elrond for counsel. I never imagined what I'd learn when we got here, but it may be wise to say no more.
Aragorn has told us that Frodo bears the One Ring.
Alas, that we should live in such times. Well, Frodo knows what he must do. If I were younger, I'd go with him. But we must each serve where we are most needed, even as you must, with such friends as you trust.
And where do you think I am needed the most?
That's plain as the beard on my face. It's right here, of course. You've uncovered a deadly enemy in this Agandaur. As long as he's free to carry out Sauron's will, he'll gather more orcs, goblins, and trolls to his banner. Rivendell, the Shire, the Brelons, no place will be safe from his wrath. He must be stopped.
Sauron's attention will be focused largely on the south. Perhaps if we thwart his plans here, it will distract him. That could benefit Frodo and the Fellowship on their quest.
That's my thoughts upon the matter, too. Be the stinging fly in the ointment, as it were. Only this fly's sting will be deadly. And it's time to be about your business. Goodbye. And good luck to you.
Hello again. What can I help you with?
Gundabad awaits us.
We ask a great deal of you to carry us into such danger. Perhaps we ask too much.
I believe this is the time when all who care for the fate of Middle-earth must act. From on high, I see many lands and many people beneath my wings. In my own way, I am a steward of the North. In this hour, I will join with those who are bold enough and strong enough to stand against the likes of Agandar. For if we fail, there may be nothing left to watch over.
We are deeply honored to have the friendship of the Great Eagles. and especially one as noble as you, Belleron.
It is I who am honored. I am pleased to find such friends in these dark times. You may depend on me to the end, whatever that may be. Call upon me without hesitation. We stand ready to bear you to Gundabad.
Your friends were eager to offer their services. Perhaps they do not fully appreciate the danger. What can you tell me of them?
Armanel is a seasoned warrior. He knows full well what he faces, and accepts it gladly. Baron Thor is young, and eager to prove himself. But he has deep courage, and few can match his swiftness on the wing. But you need not take my word. Ask them yourself. They will gladly speak with you if you so desire.
I was surprised that Gwaihir gave you leave to come with us. From what I am told, he rarely intervenes in the affairs of those who walk upon the ground.
It is true. Gwaihir thinks first of the safety of his own kind, and he is more likely to take a dangerous task upon himself than to send another. He sees us as observers, watching from high above, but holding aloof from the affairs of the earth. He feels we should bear information, not burdens. Even now, the Windlord is considering what part the Great Eagle should play in the events that lie before us, though there may be little time left to ponder such things.
What should we expect when we reach Mount Gundabad?
I can tell you little. The stronghold of Gundabad is carved into a great mountain peak covered in snow and ice. We rarely fly that far north because of the treacherous winds and blizzards that howl from the frozen wastes beyond. It is an ancient abode of enemies, and we must approach it with the greatest caution.
Have we any chance then to carry out this mission?
3 alone cannot hope to stand against all the orcs of Gundabad. Only stealth will serve you. We must search out a secret way that will not pit you directly against your foes, or you will stir up a hornet's nest such as you cannot imagine. I have seen you 3 triumph against desperate odds. If you cannot find a way, then no one can. My companions and I will be there to help as best we may, but once you enter the confines of Gundabad, there will be little that we can do.
We will keep that in mind. Farewell for now.